first brigade in 2016, I was terrified of the idea of having to travel without my parents for the first time. I didn't even have my passport, so the idea that I'd be traveling abroad without my parents was extremely daunting. Surely enough, it went well. Went a second time, and I cannot wait for this third one. Obviously, there is fear when it comes to going abroad, the whole security issue. You get paranoid, your family gets paranoid, your loved ones, which makes sense, but you cannot live your life in fear. Obviously, you have to be safe and know that with the brigade, we do have military transport, we have security guards, and honestly, the only time I ever felt unsafe was when there was a cockroach about this big flying near my face. Otherwise, you're gonna be fine. Trust me, and it's an experience that's truly life-changing, and I hope all of you guys get a chance to go on a brigade.
That it will be a humbling experience, and it can be life-changing. I would also like to say that you should go into it with an open mind and to be respectful of the people and their cultures and really try and get something out of it. I know a lot of people are going for the hours and the experience, but also think about these people and just appreciate what you have. Be grateful for what you have, because they don't have as many resources as we do, and so they're really grateful for us. And so we should treat them with that same respect.
But my advice to you is to not let any of your concerns dissuade you from making it happen. You know, there's things to worry about. You know, there's traveling, there's just the discomfort of doing things you haven't done before. Maybe you have financial concerns, but I think you can definitely overcome all of those obstacles if you're determined to. So if you have those concerns, I would say talk to people that are involved, people that have been involved, and see if their enthusiasm and passion doesn't come across, and see, you know, if you think it's going to be right for you. I think odds are that you're right, and yeah, I'm just excited for you guys.
My advice is to be strong, be patient, and show empathy. There'll be times when you feel exhausted, but knowing that you're directly impacting these people's lives will give you the motivation to keep going and go stronger than ever. Also, keep an open mind. You will learn a lot of things on this brigade, and when you come back, you'll have a different view and perspective on life.
Something that we've talked about in classes at Foothill that really came to light in Panama is the fact that the higher the poverty rate in the country that you live in, the more vulnerable you are to various diseases. A lot of patients that we saw in Panama were being prescribed things that are easily available to us here in the United States, just over the counter at any drugstore. And it's just really unfortunate that your income level really dictates sometimes your overall health.
Things are somewhat different than what we read in textbooks. For example, we saw things that we don't normally see in the United States, like vitamin deficiency or parasitic infections. And also the lack of resources means that anything we do or give to these people will go a long way, such as supplying reading glasses or shoes, different things that we take for granted.
And the EMT classes are more based on how to communicate with a patient, how to treat a patient. And I think both of those are very valuable, and they're very much related. But I don't think it's necessary to have taken these classes before you go on the brigade. I actually think that it's better to go on the brigade before you take these classes, because then you're able to connect an experience or something you saw, and you can relate that to what you're learning in class.
I think the cases that we saw in Honduras were much more severe, so there's a lot of things that you learn in class, and you kind of take baby steps to eventually take more severe cases, but it was a really good experience. You just kind of go straight into the more severe cases.
Que conteste del este hasta oeste y bajo el mismo sol. Ahora nos vamos y juntos celebramos.
Looking back at everything I've accomplished in my life, the one thing I'm really proud of is the fact that I went on multiple brigades with Foothill College. It was an eye-opener, and I've always been very passionate about helping others, and the medical trip reassured me of my decision to become a healthcare worker. After my first brigade, I immediately signed up for EMT classes, and I ended up finishing the course. At the time, I was going into my second year at Foothill and De Anza, and I wasn't really feeling motivated. And after the brigade, I was more motivated than ever in my academics. And without the brigade, I don't know where I'd be.
Personally, the brigade last year in Panama was one of the most influential experiences that I've ever had in my entire life, and it meant a lot to me. I'm really proud of what we did last year and the work that we put in. And it just opened my eyes to the fact that this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. And now I'm so excited to keep going to school and keep working towards my goal of becoming a nurse, and hopefully go on more brigades and just continue what we started last year in Panama. Keep this going.
Before my first brigade in 2016, I was going through some stuff, and I had a friend tell me, even if you're lost within yourself, you can still find it in you to help people out, and in that process, you'll be helping yourself out because it's a two-way street. And with Global Brigades, we're helping out these communities, but we're also helping out ourselves because they show their gratitude, and you gain so much more gratitude because of everything that you see and everything you experience. Not only that, but you learn about poverty and all this stuff in class. And I remember walking out of a lot of my classes thinking, okay, I learned about all this stuff, but what can I do to fix it? What can I, as a college student, do to change all of this? And I figured, okay, I probably can't do anything until I am way older and gain more educational experience, more medical experience. And then Global Brigades came along. Global Brigades really made me realize that we can be effective volunteers, even though we're college students. We can make a positive impact in the world. And that is a reason to keep going. It's given me a reason to keep going. And definitely, do something like this again.
También escribí aquí como un poemita.
I make a small poem.
Pequeño pero con mucho corazón.
It's a little one, but it's made from the heart. It's coming from the bottom of my heart.
Esperé este tiempo y llegó.
I was waiting for this time, and it's already here.
Y pasó.
And it already passed.
Pero lo que vivimos,
but we live together,
y los recuerdos,
and all the memories,
quedan en mi corazón.
live in my heart.
Gracias.